Welcome back. I hope you had fun trick-or-treating. We're now going to kill this guy because he's been a pain in my butt. What did I just do? Anyways, I know I don't have fortune yet, but I'll find more diamonds, I'm sure. I need diamonds in the present. For what, you might ask? I haven't figured that part out yet. I don't actually need diamonds right now. I just see shiny pickup. That's unfortunate. You and your friends, though apparently I did just create a glowing farm. And you'll be next to join your friends. Drop just one for me if you would. That would be nice. More than one. Alright. I'll take 3. I won't get greedy. That looks like a spider den. That looks like a guy with a crossbow. You're a little bit out of your element. Don't you know that the caves aren't meant... Or the caves are meant for saying things that you can't say tomorrow day? Oh, that's probably my repulsor shield going off, if I had to guess. The blue is. Anyways, object permanence tells me I can actually destroy the spawner through the wall. Magical. Elite is nice. Actually, they're not that nice. I have the A there. Elite is decent. It's mid, as some would say. I'm breaking one bow. Very powerful. Alright, buddy, that's it. You've had a little too much time in the mines. Time to send you to hell instead. I had a bit with friends. When fishermen go to hell, they go to a special hell that is just their exact lives, but no fishing. Ow. Wasn't there a spawner in this room? Or did we just decide to get rid of that? What the hell is going on here, gamers? Hold the phone, real ice. I love being able to just put enemies in timeout. Yeah, let's put on the rusty helmet. What is this? Dragon's Greed? Oh, that's from Occultism. Yeah. I like Dragon's Greed is from the Dragon Pet. I actually know this one. Boost experience gain. Everything I get boosts experience gain. I'm a very knowledgeable man with lots to learn, apparently. There you go. What's this one? Glide 3 from Mars Nouveau. I'm sure it's great. Shabby Crusaders boots. Shabby is right. Ow. Ow. I'm missing all of my sword swings. But I have a lifesteal sword. Oh! You are not as weak as your friends. I can tell because you have a name tag, Esmeralda. I have no clue what's behind me. So let's switch places. I like playing this dance with you, Esmeralda. Quite light on your feet. Your friend here, though, he's a real pain in the tuchus. Thank you. Your shirt. Much too kind, Esmeralda. Much too kind. Also, a hat. Inflict blindness on my enemy. I'm sure it's going to come into play. It has to give me block reach for mining and for building. That's decent. Cooldown reduction. Not really that much overall. I mean, I literally didn't have anything before, so it is quite literally better than nothing. Anyways, let's take this arcane fabric. Let's just take... I'm really running out of inventory space here. I put rope. Starbuncle thing. I'm really interested in it. Summon animals? Yeah, that sounds interesting. Flax seeds? I have flax. We have flax at home. Let's see, these red hearts. No, I put the rest of the red hearts in the house. Oh, well, goodbye string. Hardly knew you. Cake and gunpowder, which then puts me at a disadvantage because it's also gunpowder. Oh boy, pumpkins. We have pumpkins at home. Name tag. Worth it. Alright. Holy shit. And none of this will stack? Why would it? Common level firebolt! That actually seems quite good to have. Common level blaze storm! These all seem actually pretty good. Oh shit, I want like all of this. Let's do some inventory management. In this chest, I open the things I can live without. The one gold ingot. Alright, this lead. I didn't even put it in the chest, I just threw it on the floor. Alright, what else we got? An iron hoe. But I do feel bad about constantly just throwing out hoes and then making new ones, but I suppose it's for the greater good, hoe. You gotta go. Alright, then what can go in here? Things that I probably won't be getting repeats of. The Ripper Dagger. If I got a repeat Ripper Dagger, be pretty cool, actually. I would be very shocked, but not disappointed. Anyways, the rest of this stuff, I don't know. I could get all of this stuff in here. Let's put this tablet of the animal summoning thing, and this enchanted tablet of home. Oh, that's sick. Anyways, take these two and immediately put them in here instead because I'm intelligent enough to realize I will definitely not be getting more scrolls that stack, seeing as I don't have scrolls that stack. Ancient Scroll of Frost Resist. I'm just going to use this. I was feeling quite chilly anyways. Powder Snow Walk. You use Frost Resistance magic. Cool. I did it for the knowledge of death, but I'm glad you like it. Cataclysm, Blessing of Amethyst 3. I don't know what it does. Attack range 3 from Cyclic. Cool. Scrying 4. I feel like I should use that immediately. Alright, we should also use this Feather Falling because I have immunity to fall damage. Alright. Common ink. I don't care. Cabbage seeds. Those could save my life. Gotta take those. Alright, an empty bucket. I feel like we've exhausted these chests. Now let's go over to these two. Ah, shit, they look just like the previous ones. Tablet of Home. Notice do they stack? They do not. Alright, well I probably don't need two. That being said, I might want to. Man, decisions. Spoiled for choice, but spoiled nonetheless. What's this? Scroll of Mercy. Ah, tomato seeds. A seed bag. That could have seeds in it. Hold the applause. I know. My intellect amazes you. Wildren Horn. I feel like I have enough. Aquatic life. Yeah, I could use free movement underwater. Who knows what they've got in these caves. There we go. Knowledge of death increased. Let's use the hotkey. There it is. We'll increase this again. I have 3 extra unused points because I can only upgrade this once every other level, but I haven't used any of the other points because I don't care. Chance to not consume tablet on use. That would be funny because I just got 2 tablets. My alignment is above -1, so I can't pray to cure the dead. How am I positive? I guess I don't kill people. Retain experience on death. 50% is my current bonus. That seems perfect. I'm used to keeping 0. Potion duration? That could be good. I don't know. Tablets so I can teleport home more than once by chance? I don't know. Ooh, a music disc. Thistle. The sound of glass. Usually not my ideal. Undead Steed. Oh, right. I forgot the Ars Nouveau can just have both. Mimics the abilities of a school focus. Undead Steed. Self-summon steed extend ×2. Yeah, but he's probably not as cool. Not enough mana. It said half my mana. Cast a spell at half the cost or they use his entire mana bar. Well, not enough mana, and I already have summon steed spell, so you stink, pal. Blank runestone. Now let's hold on. Let's not get too hasty. How do you normally obtain one of those? From killing the dead king. A 50% chance upon killing the dead king. And that guy can drop legendary ink and the blood staff. Yeah, so this thing's probably pretty good. I'm gonna take that. That king guy, you know, never. 4 beetroot seeds! Okay, priorities rearranged. Experience the benefits of death. Okay. Ancient scroll of preservation. Perfect. Get another one of those. I need the beetroot seeds, that might be. Starbuckles, a gold nugget, is not an expensive thing. It's got to be something I'm just like not thinking of, like 2 husk spawners, 2 pillager spawners, spawner scrap. How many of those do I need for anything, anyways? What are they even used for? Spawner scrap. Here, let's see. It's used to making the lens of Arteus or the quantum catcher. I'm about to be jumped. Shanked to death from my cursed blade. Actually, now he's dropping loot too. A chipped gem of the samurai. Oh shit, a skeleton. I'll use my broadsword against you. Oh shit, you dropped something else too. Enchanted scroll of Frostwalker too. Alright, done deal. I have a lot of potion effect. What the hell? You're a merchant. And you come with some pretty good deals. I won't lie to you, Edna. You know what, Edna? Just give me one moment. I like the way you echo as you move around. No, we're gonna just turn that rotten flesh into coal. Good business, Edna. Good business. Anyways, these beetroot seeds are extremely valuable. Probably the most valuable thing. The seed bag. That seed bag could be. How the hell did you get there? Alright, what else is in here? Loot capacitors with energy use modifier. I'm sure those have their uses in a mod that I am currently not tangoing with. Can bring you fortune, even if you have returned. Something evil emanates from it. Well, that sounds sick. What the hell, man? Anyone else? What the hell's all this about? I mean, Edna runs a pretty hard sell. Plus, all this stuff will just be waiting for me down here. It's not like I don't know where this is. Also, I'm quite full on mana, so. Won't have anywhere to deposit it. Right, I have like 90 potion effects on me. One of them is glide. Alright, beam. See, I found diamonds instantly. Why did I spend all my mana so recklessly? You fool. I need to increase my maximum mana by spending mana. More diamonds. Ooh, a good vein too. What a successful mining trip we've had so far. Deep slate zinc. Deep slate fluorite. More zinc. I don't mind all the ores like this. I'm your typical, I'll come back to my caves later and look for specifically that one block I don't have, because I never mined it, rather than mine it then leave it on the floor. Yeah, we'll be able to burn through mana absorbent paste, don't you worry. One golden apple. I swear I can count. A skull. Now a skull is actually pretty cool. Cooler than this water bucket. That's not true. The water bucket's pretty cool. But the skeleton skull is neat. I saw a big imposing figure over here. No, it was just a spider, but the angle was weird. There's another spider over here. A few of them, actually. A spawner for them. Right here, in fact. If I just take cover from them, I can mine the spawner before any of them are any the wiser. Those are spawning with speed. Ah, more diamonds. Just as I wanted. Armor-piercing violent sword of the Sunderer. Also got a lot of name tags. Name tags are good because they allow me to name things. I understand I can be profound sometimes. My intelligence quotient is probably like 60%. 60, not percent, just 60. You know, for 60%, you know, top 60%. So I'll say it's probably around like 60. Whenever I hear people try to like compare like their IQs or something, it's always hilarious because if somebody ever tries to insult you because their IQ is higher than yours, they must be an idiot. Because the IQ tests are completely pointless. They don't actually test anything. It's just like standardized testing doesn't truly determine any person's skill or worth. Same with the IQ test. So any person who puts their worth in their IQ test. If somebody's bragging about their IQ, just wait till their birthday and then remind them that their IQ just went down because it's a ratio dependent on your age. Also reminds me of this other funny insult from the internet, which was somebody saying, how many chromosomes do you have? And the person, of course, responded, more than you. The internet is a fascinating place. Deep slate, arcane crystal ore. I feel like I want to save things like that for when I have fortune. Diamonds, I mean, I got 14 of one mining trip. I can blow up a crater the size of the moon for free. Glow squid farm is still active. Let's go to this side. How did I not notice a small little... somebody set up camp in the middle of my crater. Either that or I blew up somebody's house. Flawed gem of the royal family. Oh, but it decreases speed. Pickaxes, breaking iron ore has a 20% chance to drop raw gold instead. Helmets plus 5 to all stats. Alright, this gem's hilarious. I'm taking it. Something's gotta go. It's alright, it was nothing personal. It's just, it's a really funny gem. Raw sound. Now there's something I could do if I cut this up, so I need to drop something else. The skull isn't actually that cool. Man, this is a pretty good gemstone. There's nothing in the last barrel. Wasting my time. Hey there, cave spider. I don't feel like playing right now, actually. You guys have fun over there with your 138 hours of speed buff. I see the arcane crystal ore isn't too rare, but at the same time, I don't know exactly what it's used for. And it just kind of strikes me as the fortunable type of thing. I freed your spirit. I jumped into the sword guy. Sometimes my genius is overwhelming. Potato recovery. Potato cannon projectiles have a chance to be reused. Very valuable enchant indeed, but I will have to leave it behind. Overheal and heavy weapons, lifesteal and light weapons. Man, the gems down here are pretty good. Bonus its armor toughness. I wonder what a heavy weapon is. What qualifies as a heavy weapon? An axe? Those giant ass greatswords I keep seeing? Wonder if they do count. Somebody just failed to shoot me. Might as well use the other 3 points here. I don't plan on really using any of this other stuff. Like, bonus chance to get stuff is cool and all, but it's not that particularly valuable. 30% chance to not get used. It got used. Oh, but I am back home. And I have another one. Alright, let's start by just depositing my loot. Put the diamonds with the other diamonds. They're sort of a squad. I don't want to separate them. Oh, put the royal gem in here. It also glitters in a most magnificent manner. These chests are not organized. Why am I trying? Oh shit, I left the hoe down there, so now I have to immediately craft a new hoe in order to grab some iron. There's also more sticks in here. You know, I'll just carry these. Well, good news, gamers. We got out. We got torch flower seeds, cabbage seeds, and tomato seeds. I don't know what torch flower is. But I mean, we got out with the rest of them pretty well. Inch by inch, row by row, as they say in France. I'm just kidding. They speak French there. They wouldn't use the same terminology we do. Oh my god, and we got extra seeds from the beetroot. Tomato vine, carrots, extra crop. I'm going to make this extra large, continue expanding it. Man, being a farmer is tough but rewarding, huh? Plant any sniffer seed? What? And some of that newfangled stuff. My cabbages. I should create more tomato seeds. Oh, now look at this farm. If somebody watching this is OCD, I would apologize, but just knowing the fact that I've completely ruined your day because I didn't organize where my plants were does kind of fill me with joy. And I want you to know that it's not because I dislike you. It's because I think it's really funny that it could mean nothing to me and so much to you, despite the fact that it should mean nothing to you and everything to me. Also, with that 19 arcane essence, I think I can probably craft a better spell book. Didn't I craft like an uncommon spell book and then I just couldn't use it? Yeah, now I can, because I have 2 cheapo spells. Oh, I could use it, it's just it wasn't very good before. Alright. I'm going to use the spell next to the water, just in case. It's just I hold it down and then I get to... Right. There's light trees on fire? No. Good. Well, I mean, I still think this spellbook is worthless, but hey. One day I'll get to use all my rare spells, or my epic spells. Like summon polar bear. I have this dark iron now. Make sure I'm filling up the gem. Aha, apples. Let's stack with the other apples. I didn't have an apple stack. Yeah, I thought it was so clever. Got a lot of... Oh, I forgot to plant the 1 melon seed. It's my bad. It's gotta grow separately so that it produces its block on something. There we go. What's this spell? Also summon polar bear. Which one's better? The level 6 version deals 1 more damage and has 4 more HP, but costs 10 more mana. So they're identical. I love this gem. Just So good looking, you know? It's just so beautiful. Plus 5% to all stats. I'm assuming that means like if I put it in this, it would give me plus 5% on each of those four I have. So I'd want to put it on like some super helmet. Though it's also a flawed gem, so I'm not sure how. I'm not sure the power scaling on apotheosis gems. They seem to change quite frequently. There's something I could do with salmon. I pronounce it salmon. If you hate me for it, get to the end of the line. A synthetic living armor point. That's just wonderful, isn't it? Is there something special when used in Ars Nouveau? I just imagine it's just fish in general. Anyways, what's the cutting board? That creates the raw salmon slices, which I can then use with rice to make salmon rolls. There's something I can do with that. I can make a rice medley. Anything else I can do with the raw salmon, or is that it? Make a raw salmon slice, which can be used in meals. It was not that big a deal at all. Also, where did I just put those beetroots? I have many beetroot. Because I can't really replant them. After this creeper attacks, I'm AFKing right here. Or, well, searching through the menu right here. So, what was I able to use beets on again? Ah, of course, on the toxic carrot to zombify my horse. No, it was on the mutton chops. I needed rice, I needed tomatoes, I needed beetroot, bowl, and mutton. So beetroot was just one of the ingredients. Now we got a good amount farming. I've got tomatoes farming. I didn't check on the rice though. They don't look fully grown though. Yeah, then the tops grow. No, I'm gonna go steal some of my bones and just try to expand my rice paddy. Remember, I used to play Age of Empires 3 with my father. I would play as the Japanese because I thought it was really cool that they came with two heroes. And they did, they came with two bowmen. By the way, in Age of Empires 3 you come with guns, so having two bowmen is not actually that amazing. But they tended to do quite well. And I gotta break them like this. Alright. Then I can plant the rice. Oh, you're not ready to go. I rewatched Miles Morales Spider-Man, and I watched The Social Network while doing my homework, because that was conducive to good focus. No, I mean, they didn't really distract me. I also rewatched The Big Lebowski, but, you know, that's just a good movie, so no one should blame me for that. If you haven't seen The Big Lebowski, it's a good movie. I recommend it. Alright, now we got some more rice paddies growing. We got rice, we got beets, we got tomatoes. I'm not farming sheep yet. I don't have wheat. Well, there's wheat in that farm, I just haven't grown any of it yet. Wait, but who needs to grow wheat when you can steal it from the locals? pretty sure the locals keep some wheat. Do not pull out the explosion stick like I'm going to blow up their village if they don't have wheat. That would be foolish. They have much better services to provide. That was meant to come off as sinister, but I don't think it did. They do truly have better services to provide. Ow. I tried jumping over those. I knew they would hurt, but I was too lazy to go around or calculate my jump or stop just moving at high speeds forward. It's just the price we pay sometimes. As that reminds me of the Imagine Dragons song. That's the price you pay. Leave behind your heart and pass away. Just another product of today. Blah blah yada 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 yada. And this is another Imagine Dragons song that me and my friends know well because we play some League of Legends from time to time. It's okay if you unsubscribed after hearing that. I accept that. And so League of Legends came out with that very mediocre anime that people really liked for some reason. It was filled with cliches, but hey, you liked it, you liked it. And people were saying even non-League of Legends fans would like it. I was like, I don't agree. But hey, you do you, pal. Anyways, one of the selling points was its partnership with Imagine Dragons, which, you know, if your TV show's selling point is that Imagine Dragons showed up, I mean, do I have to say anything more? Anyways, it was filled with cliches. That's not the point, though. I'll talk about the movies I watched in a moment. Uh, so the theme song is by Imagine Dragons. The one, it's the enemy song. I'm sure you've heard it. It's got a really funky beat, so it's really hard to just imagine. And it just goes, "Whoa, oh the misery! Everybody wants to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy." You know, like that. Now, you've probably heard me talk about him before, but my group's got a Gregory. So every time we hear the word enemy, we hear the semblance of that beat, we hear anything to trigger that song, we'll just start singing, "Oh, the Gregory." And we'll just replace every single. We're not even creative, by the way. We replace every single rhyme with Gregory as well. So we just start saying, "Everybody wants to be my Gregory." And it's really funny to us. But we are not creative. Like, we didn't replace any of the words. Besides, we just replaced all words with Gregory. Like, how are we acceptable within the society that we have been placed within? I mean, it's funny to us, but like, how is my question, I guess. Why is it funny to us? It shouldn't be. Anyways, so I watched the Miles Morales Spider-Man. The second one was on Netflix, the animated movies. I think the second one is extremely good. It set up the third one for some major successes. The soundtrack goes hard. The characters are well done. All around, complete banger of a movie. Before I ranked the Spider-Man movies, if you were around for those days, and I was like, oh yeah, this one's my favorite, or this one's my favorite. I mean, like, I was talking about the live action ones. An animated movie has a lot of different criteria. Which one would I prefer to watch? Probably the animated one. I mean, it's really well done. Like, it's very well animated. There's such good soundtrack. The characters are very well done. I mean, I like the live action ones. Like, the Andrew Garfield ones are really good. So are the Tobey Maguire ones. Notice I'm leaving somebody out. But no, I'm just being an asshole. I don't know. The movies in general are good, but my problem lies with just like there's only so much you can do with CGI and costumes, and I mean, like, yeah, Willem Dafoe's fantastic, and Emma Stone's fantastic, and Andrew Garfield is fantastic. You know, all these wonderful actors, right? But then, like, it's just always going to be the same. They all hit the same pitfall of just like, you're a superhero. You do something that is physically impossible for a human being to do. You are swinging at high speeds. Like, this is like, I know that Tobey Maguire actually can produce webbing from his hands, but the fact is that Andrew Garfield couldn't, so they had to make that synthetic stuff. It probably takes a lot more effort than just hiring an animator. You know. Plus, swinging around, it's a dangerous stunt. Probably gotta get like a person for that. Now it's 5 from the corners, 6 from the corners, 7 from the corners. That feels like a good size. And you might be asking, why am I building the pen here where there are no sheep? It's a great question. That's why I thought of it. Thanks. No, you're a good thinker. Thank you. No, but the movies are obviously extremely different because all of the superhero stuff that is done by the superhero kind of requires like CGI, and if it's all animated to begin with, I got another thistle sounded glass. What does Pharrell, the Wild Hunt, sound like? Got lots of bangers. Anyways, we'll put this in a different chest. I came back to grab a lead before realizing I don't have any of those. Specifically said I can make some though. Those slimes spawn with high enough frequency, I'll make 6 leads. No, I mean, like, an anime movie doesn't mean it's going to be good. Just because it's an animated superhero movie doesn't mean it's all of a sudden going to be the best thing ever. But, it's going to have certain advantages. Being animated just provides certain benefits over just live action. So it looks very good. I mean, plus they put a lot of hard work and effort into it that's very visible. Oh, dude, you were trying to hide. You're now subject to kidnapping. Do not fall in the pit. It's your new home. One day you may be turned into mutton. If you behave, you might make it out alive. I just remember the next sheep were all piled up over yonder, beyond the river valley. But I liked the movie. So why do I like the second movie more than the first movie? The first movie, I mean, it's establishing a lot of characters, and so it doesn't have as much time to explore the characters as it wants to. And you can tell it wants to because it really set up those characters. But the real like star of the show is, like Miles Morales, who is very well done. And now that he's established, and the first movie was good, but they didn't have a solid criminal that, you know, It's the Spider-Man 3 thing, where it's just you have too many villains and none of them are flushed out well enough. And I mean, none of them delivered the line, "It's my birthday. I'm gonna light my candles," before trying to execute a bunch of poor innocent civilians. Alright, here's the sitch, pal. You can follow me if you can follow the wheat. Wish I just boxed in the last guy, that way I could have the lead. Alright, this things get difficult. Only one of you took fall damage. Congratulations on surviving. This is where it gets difficult, crossing the Delaware. Yeah. He couldn't detect the wheat, he wasn't being pulled across. Plus I need to eat anyways, he wouldn't have made it. A zombie? In my neck of the woods? Get it? Woods, we're in the Twilight Forest. It wasn't a purposeful joke. But I like a good villain. And you're about to say it's like, oh, so Spot's really good. I couldn't give a shit about Spot. I'm sure he's going to be really cool when the third one comes out. But as it stands, I don't care about him. He has a comedy reason for existing, and he's becoming a real villain. He'll be a cool villain in 3, which is where he's supposed to become a real villain. But until he actually fulfills said purpose, he's not a villain. He hasn't done anything evil. Well, I mean, he's done something evil, but you know. No, the real villain I'm excited about is Miguel O'Hara. Also, yeah, this will be a little spoiler for those of you who haven't watched any of the Spider-Man animated movies, but essentially in every Spider-Man's universe, there's what's called the canon event. The canon event determines, or the canon event is the death of a mentor. And they've calculated that Miles Morales' canon event is the death of his father when he becomes captain in 2 days. But they use the word mentor a lot. They didn't use the word father, they used the word mentor. You know where else they use the word mentor a lot? When they're talking about Peter B. Parker. I'm just saying. Like, I don't want him to go either, guys, but, like, let's be reasonable here. I don't think they're gunning for the dad. I think they're gunning for a dad, but it's not Miles Morales' dad. Miles Morales' dad isn't his mentor. I mean, like, oh, but Uncle Ben wasn't. I mean, yeah, I guess, but Uncle Ben was sort of like the guy, like the father figure. It's like, yeah, that's what it is. It's the father figure. No, but don't you get it? Be reasonable here. I know you don't want to admit it. But Peter B. Parker is going to end up biting the bullet. That's my prediction for the Spider-Man third movies. No, I'm just going to nip this in the bud before it goes on for too long. There we go. The Big Lebowski is just a good movie. It's a solid comedy. Well, it has gritty moments. It's not just like, oh yeah, a classic comedy, haha. But it's just a good comedy. But yeah, I've been recording for 50 minutes this episode. I just set up a pen for the sheep. In another dimension, by the way, so they can't grow up while I'm not around. Smart of me, huh? Again, we've talked about it. 60 IQ, certifiable genius. I do want to expand the sheep farm. It feels a little claustrophobic. We'll use the Zanite axe to break the 36. We can work with that. Doesn't have to be a perfect square, just... In fact, we probably don't want it to be a perfect square because then it would take longer for grass to regrow to the center. Don't waste the strengthening on that. I know that's why I pulled it out, because I knew it would break faster, but let's not waste the strengthening on that. Voila. Good news, you just increased your domain. Some would call this a domain expansion. That's what I'm going to call it. Hope you enjoyed. If you didn't, go watch Spider-Man. Oh, The Social Network was also good. I enjoyed it. Happy Halloween.